Hello, everyone. I figured today we will do some disagreements, and these are usually pretty funny. I had a lot of people this week just being absolutely terrible. So I was like, yes, kind of the perfect Sunday to allow people to voice their opinions. Hello, everywhere community. Hello, Reese. Hello, Random Dude Draws. Hello, Robert. Hello, Jay, an abstract zone. Um, let's see what we got here. Did you guys see this? Hello, Black Phoenix. This is insane. The world has fucking lost it. The world has lost it. Hello, Sultan. Hello, Billy. Um, hello, James. That was a pretty interesting conversation earlier with Saggy, I must say. I love her. I love her. We will never agree on everything, and that's pretty healthy. But it was interesting seeing you guys over there. This is insane. It's not just this. It's not just this. I think the world has absolutely at this point lost Medley. Hello. Well, Ted Cruz is a worthless shitbag. Yeah, that's fair. That's pretty fair. Good afternoon, figure drawing. Good afternoon, evil Doughboy 777. Cruz is one of the worst. And then it's this. Check this out. This one blew my mind. Kind of blew my mind. I'm not gonna lie. Judge Black's protection.
We have some breaking news.
Shut up, lady. Well, actually, we'll listen to it. It's only 14
that
seconds.
Could be a major setback for LGBTQ rights. A judge in Tennessee has temporarily blocked a federal directive that protects students and workers from being discriminated against based on their sexual orientation or identity. The judge's decision comes after attorney generals from 20 states sued the Biden administration in August over the directive. So for now, states are not required to provide bathrooms and showers for trans people, nor can states enact policies that prevent students from participating in sports teams that align with their gender identity. There's bound to be...
You can literally now discriminate against the LGBTQ in, is it Tennessee? Yeah. Temporarily blocks the
appeal. We'll keep an eye out.
Shush it, lady. The directive that protects students and workers, so this is in the workplace also, from being discriminated against upon or based upon their sexual orientation or identity. Lady, give it up. We're just going to get rid of her. She won't shut up. You can literally, in Tennessee, say, I don't like that you are gay or bi. And now that's okay. Good afternoon in fantasy. I apologize. I did not see you there. Unbelievable. I'm speechless. You're taking away fundamental human rights to not be discriminated against. Like, you're literally allowing for people's prejudice to shine through. I don't get it. I don't get it. Hello, hominous. I don't get it whatsoever. I think it's really, really, I don't know, sad, scary, a lot of words. Take away human lefts. That's right. If you're going to take away their rights, why not their lefts? It is scary. They want to take away the basic ability to go to work and not be discriminated against. That is, I can't anymore with this world. It's so sad. It's so sad to see people being okay with this. It's what is scary about this. You're okay with them taking away human rights. You're okay with them taking away the ability to not be discriminated against based on being gay. You think that's okay? Not only that, but the Ted Cruz thing, you think that's okay? He wants to get rid of. And everybody thought I was being so hyperbolic when I talked about this. Everyone said I was being hyperbolic when I talked about the birth control stuff. But he is saying it's clearly wrong. Ted Cruz, to be fair, is a piece of shit, is saying that it is clearly wrong when it comes to gay marriage. Hello, Hooded Justice. Did I miss you? Hello, Bianca. I just got done editing our video. Probably half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. I never said that. Okay. I apologize, Omni. But it is infuriating, Abstract Zone. It really is. It's these people with clear prejudice in their heart and their mind kind of compacted into them. And it's showing. And it's really, really sad. Really, really sad. Hello, aloha. Let me get my link here. I am going to where's Texas? I don't know. I think it's make believe. Pretty sure. All right, let's get this here. I'll get this going right away. I'm gonna end the thing at like 30, like 7:30, 7:45-ish, and then Hominus wants to have a conversation. Let me see if I can get this pinned. Last time I had first time's a charm. Are you kidding me? Now here, listen before you click that link. Disagreements. Disagreement. If you disagree with me on something, feel free to come in and tell me why or why you think I am wrong. Disagreements are different than coming in and saying hi, and I love those things. And I have call-in and community streams for those purposes. But this is disagreements. Our democratically elected officials just need to be okay-ish people. Yeah, they would be nice. What the? I thought you were coming in last. Do you know how to talk? Did you remember? Hominus. I didn't mean to put you. I'm sorry. I thought you were coming in last. We lost them. I'm sorry, Hominus. I hope I didn't piss him off. Hopefully it was just an error. Oh my god. Hopefully it was just an error on the audio. Okay. So before I bring this next person in, I want to give you guys some backstory here. He's crazy. And when I say crazy, I mean it in the nicest way possible. He's made multiple videos about me and just some guy, multiple videos about my streams, multiple videos about Amazing Lucas. Basically, his whole channel is dedicated to going in at other creators that have differences of opinions. Not only that, but he created, I want to say 8 to 10 different screen names that all eventually got banned for something. And now he wants to come on disagreements. That's what this is for. So I'm going to be fair. Can I help you? What's your disagreement? Is everybody's audio fucked today? Amazing Lucas is a shill and a sellout. How so?
Hello?
Yes, can I help? Do you have a disagreement?
Hello? Hello?
You have a disagreement?
What?
Do you have a disagreement?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm giving you
Tristan.
like 2 seconds to fix your audio because I have someone waiting. Yes.
Hello?
You got 2 minutes.
Well,
Come on, you can hear them.
Oh,
Are they breaking? All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you one more chance. Go fix your shit, and I'm going to bring in Hominus. I will leave you backstage. You get one more chance. Your audio is not working at all. Hominus, hello.
Hey, hello. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Fine?
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, I promise.
No, that's okay. Don't worry.
So what's up? I thought you were coming in last.
Eh, anytime is good.
I first is always the best. So what's up? What's your disagreement?
Where to start?
All
Your
right.
your video. Well, usually your video about losing faith in humanity.
Yes.
You are right in losing faith in humanity.
It sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks.
Humanity
I've seen some of the most terrible people this week.
humanity lost its way a long time ago, Tristan. I was watching the video and the comments, and everybody was pushing for their opinion on
Right.
politics, you know, the pro-choice, the pro-life, and in this issue about this 10-year-old little girl who was,
Mhm.
can I say the word? Or is it gonna get you in trouble with YouTube?
I'm always in trouble with you, YouTube. You're fine.
What, who was, let's say, abused? I don't want to get you in trouble.
Fair enough.
Who was abused, who got pregnant, and then she went through an abortion. And these three things are horrible things.
Yes.
I mean, pregnancy, it's a beautiful experience when it happens on its right time
Right.
and when people want it. Now I was reading the comments, and everybody was, like I said, was pushing. Oh, the left this, the right that, pro life, pro choice. And I read several arguments, and I didn't find a comment, one single comment saying, I hope she gets the help she needs. I hope she gets
That's
the
so
professional helps she's going to need. I hope she gets the help she needs for her mental health, for her emotions. I didn't read a single comment saying, I hope her family also gets help. I didn't read a single comment showing compassion, showing, you know, empathy, saying, I hope the best for her.
the sad thing is I would hope it's implied. I would hope it's implied, but after going through some of the things I seen cuz I wasn't going to make a video on it.
Mm-hmm.
Um I've made posts about it. It's really something terrible to have to talk about. But when I was looking up the situation, trying to figure out what was going on, there was a lot of really, really terrible things said. And
Mm-hmm.
the fact that you had people like I can't think of his first name, from Ohio, literally saying it was a hoax, it was a lie, it was this, it was that. Just, I couldn't, my emotions, I guess I should say, got the best of me
Mm-hmm.
because these people that pretend to care about kids, these people that pretend to care about kids, don't care
Mm-hmm.
about this one. And that just broke my heart.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, Uh, the pro life, I understand, I get it. Am I pro abortion? No, but I do understand this little girl suffer and is
Yeah.
still suffering and is going to keep suffering. This thing is going to stay with her the rest of her life.
She will never forget it. She will have to. I mean,
And
eventually it'll be easier to carry, or not carry, but like that trauma, carry that trauma on. But it's never going to leave her thoughts.
and
There will
like I
not
said,
be a week that goes
mhm,
by where she doesn't think
and
of it.
like I said, am I pro abortion or pro choice? No, but I do understand that a 10 pregnancy on a 10-year-old, it should never happen.
No, absolutely. And there was people literally saying it's not the baby's fault. It's not the child's fault either. You want zero? Like, not, and I don't want to say that that was the majority, but there were
Mhm.
people saying that she should just have the baby. It's okay. It's okay. No, stop. This girl was traumatized twice. You want her to go through another trauma? A 10-year-old body. Like,
And
10-year-olds weigh like 80 pounds.
and here's the thing, not only twice, but 3 times. She's not
Three?
she doesn't know what an abortion is.
Right.
Now people say, "Ah, pro choice." Do you think that she had a choice? Well, I don't mean you, Tristan. I mean in general.
Right. Right.
Does people really think she had a choice when she was abused, when she got pregnant, and when she got an abortion? Now, for the pro life, you do understand that this little child's life is destroyed, right? I mean, yeah, she's still living, reading, and thinking, but her life is destroyed.
Yeah.
You do understand
Absolutely.
that. And you know what? I'm glad. I'm glad that her name, her family's name, is unknown. We
I
don't know
know.
their names.
But
Can you imagine?
there's no reason people should have to know that. It's none of their
Exactly.
fucking business.
But like I'm saying, I'm glad. Can you imagine the shitstorm
No.
if people knew who they were or who they are? Can you imagine that?
No. No. I
And
I can't imagine what they're going through being anonymous enough, but I don't know that that's going to stay that way because there was a reporter that found out the information. So I'm praying that this little girl gets left alone. And I honestly, if she didn't, I would be afraid of the harassment she would receive from the right. I would be scared for this family.
and you know, my disagreement is to both sides, the right and the left. Both sides are using this tragedy, this little girl, as a weapon to push their political views. Before this, it was the shooting in Texas.
Yeah.
Before that, it was the shooting in
Fucking coward.
Buffalo. Before that, what was? After this, it's going to be the same. The next tragedy, the next is going to be the same. It's going to be the same with this never ending game of
No.
politics. Both sides
It
are going to use it to push
in
for it.
20 years the conversations will still be had. And that's sad. And someone said nothing to do with politics. Oh my goodness. You can't actually believe
Whatever
this
figure
stuff.
drawing, whatever.
No, no, no,
It
not
doesn't
figure
matter.
drawing.
You
It's
can
the
like it.
SJW emotional manipulation.
Yeah.
No, it's not. This
For
happened.
for anyone listening, you can like it, you can dislike my comment, but it's the truth. Don't deny it. Both sides do it. Both sides use tragedies like this to play their game.
Right. Right. We're seeing it right now. I will both sides absolutely do it, But Republicans, I've noticed, really simmer. A lot of their policies are about taking away rights, are about misery and hate. And like the stuff I just showed about Senator Ted Cruz, or the stuff about taking a they're okay with people being openly discriminated against. Whereas it goes way too far. Now, my issue is with the left, they're trying to give rights. They're trying to preserve rights. But they also take that too far also. So there has to be a happy medium. And honestly, what we're seeing right now from the right, I want nothing. And let me be clear about this. I know people are going to say shit in the comments, but
Yeah, as always.
I want nothing to do with it. Because you're right now, everything you're doing is about making people miserable or controlling them or taking away their rights. And it's really fucked up. They need to get their shit together.
And you know what? I was this whole thing. It's a hoax. It's a hoax. Well, I remember in when 2020 was beginning, a certain cough. It was also a hoax until people start dying,
Right?
until the
It's
borders
always a
was
hoax with
closed,
them.
until the city that never sleep went to sleep. I mean, you seriously, people read something like this. They see it in the news, they read it in the internet, whatever, and immediately they go, "It's a hoax." A guy was arrested. It's still a hoax.
Yep. It makes me sick to my stomach to think that they could be that heartless.
It's just disgusting.
It really is. Like
And
I had to stay away. I can't stand the I'm always right absolutist mindset that I noticed that happened. Was like it didn't matter how much proof you showed. They always move the fucking goalposts. Oh, well, this. You want proof that it happened. Here, the man's been arrested. Well, now we want this. Now we want this. Shut the fuck up. This is a little girl that needs help. How dare you make it about yourself? Not you, obviously.
yeah, it's
Sickening.
it.
It's the only way to put it.
No, it's beyond sickening, because you know what's worse than reading a 10-year-old is rape? You know what is worse than that?
Making her give birth and raise a rapist baby's child.
Reading that a 6-month-old baby is rape. That is
What?
what I just said.
I
What I
can't.
just
I
said.
know. Nope.
It happens. Yes, it happens. It happens,
It,
Tristan.
I know, but I hope
And
every single one of those people
and
are fucking, I'm sorry, Minecrafted. That's the nicest way I can put it. I had to stop myself. But
yeah, and the issue is this. They say with this little shot it happened 2 times.
yeah,
Yeah, and they say she got pregnant. You know what? I'm gonna doubt that. I'm
wait,
going to
what?
doubt that. I'm going to doubt that it happens 2 times.
Oh, I thought you
It's
meant that she
most
got pregnant. Okay.
no. It's most likely that it happens 3, 4, or 5 times.
Sick.
No, it's most likely. Yeah, yeah. It's pretty sick what I'm saying, but it's most likely that she got abused five
Yeah.
times.
I
It's like it's not the same thing, but it's like a guy when he gets caught cheating, or a woman when she gets caught cheating. It doesn't mean it's the first time that he or she got caught cheating. It just means that she got caught or he got caught.
I
You know what
I
I'm saying? It's the same with
I
this
have
guy.
there are things I wish I could say about this situation which I can't.
Hmm.
Um I
he
just
got
hope.
this guy got
I hope.
caught, right?
I
How
just anybody involved in this situation that is hurting a child does not deserve to breathe the same air we do.
Here's a question. He got caught, right? How many times did he do it to other
Right.
kids? And
I don't know.
to how many kids did he do it?
Oh, and what drove me crazy is that once they found out it was real, they needed a way to make it seem less like a hoax. So they were
Mhm.
like, well, it was because he was an illegal immigrant. What?
Exactly. I was
This is a
I,
little fucking girl, you sickos.
I read that comment on your video. Oh, it's the immigrants and blah blah blah. Monsters like this guy, are everywhere.
It's
You can
fucking
see them in the street.
disgusting.
You can see them at schools. What about those old news? All the news of teachers
Yeah. Or
with
the
kids at
Catholic school,
school.
the Catholic Church itself. Like, don't play this game. Fucking
Oh,
care about the individual victimized, not my narrative. It's gross.
yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah. You know what? It's expected from the Catholic Church that,
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
and lately from teachers. I mean,
What do you
it
mean?
happens.
I haven't seen. The only one I seen recently was a teacher, a female teacher, and a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Shuanhead did a great video about it.
Yeah.
All right, Hominis. I am going to bring in Alpha Eagle, but thank you for calling in.
Yeah.
Maybe if it
Thanks
works,
for
this
having
is his
me.
only chance.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for
But
having me. And like I
no
said,
problem.
yeah. You know what? When you say that you lost faith in humanity, that's okay. The only thing is don't lose your humanity.
I
Once a
don't think
person,
that's even possible with me. I feel too much. I empathize too much. And it's hard sometimes. I have to step back and realize that
that's good.
that I can't help everybody, but it's a hard situation. I know I get emotional. I know I do. But goddamn, kids are my kryptonite. You don't fuck with kids.
If you don't get emotional, then you are not human, Tristan.
That's true. That's true. It's so sad. It really is. All right, I am going
I
to see if this
I
works. This should be
I
interesting.
promise next time I will be less of a doom and gloom.
Oh, you're okay. You're totally fine.
Take care and have a good evening, everybody.
Bye, Ominous. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Okay. We'll see if this works. Do you support open borders though? No, not really. I mean, you have a house, right? You lock your door. You let people in that you invite. I think there's a good way to do immigration where it's not everything's closed and everything's open. Did you fix your audio? Holy fuck. Seriously? Unmute it. Sometimes it gets muted automatically when you come in. Hello, hello? The only thing I can say is I tried to give you a chance. This is on you. Three, two, one, bye. Shelby, how are you? What the fuck
Hello,
is
hello.
that?
Can people hear me?
Yes, is that eggs or tits? I don't
Yeah,
know what
that's
I'm looking
nice.
at.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to Shelby Cast, everyone's favorite absolutist. Yeah.
Shelby, what the fuck happened to you? In the comments lately, you have been so pissy.
I wouldn't call it pissy. I've been just trying to be logical as always.
So
Mostly, yeah.
what's
Like
your
you tell,
disagreement then?
I don't know. Let's talk it out because clearly we have bad blood between us or something. I don't know.
Oh no, not at
Like,
all. I just thought
yeah, I
maybe you were
mean,
like grumpy.
no, I'm chill as a krill, bud. The thing is that, I mean, I don't. You in your video. You talk about like all those guys that I don't personally know about Shelby High. Not this time, sadly. I've decided
It's
to take a break from
unfortunately
that.
so.
By the way, guys, if anyone cares, please play Neon White on Switch. It's really good, and my friend made it. But no, like you in your video talked about everyone who called it a hoax, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and I mean, look, I personally don't know about the other guys because I don't really like. Like someone said that I watch Crowder and Fox. I literally don't watch them. That's why I don't give a shit if they say it or not. They're probably wrong or they're probably right. I don't care because that's how
Right.
the situation goes. But in the case of like someone like Tim Pool, I'm not gonna look. People say that like I'm caping for him and I'm a fanboy, but like in reality, it's like I probably just passively watch his stuff. So when people say he 100% say it is a hoax and the little girl is not real, when I spent like 4 hours listening to him while I was driving around, it you know, it's almost like you hear with your own ears what other people are saying something else.
He
That's what
literally
I
said in the
meant.
title it was a hoax. He literally
Yeah,
did.
yeah, but when you watch the video, it goes between the other things. He says the girl is real, but we have to keep questioning everything, the situation of why it
It
happened,
is
how it happened.
absolutely not his business to know about what happened to this minor. There has been an arrest made. It is real. He does not deserve, nor should he. That's not his business. And
But like,
he said something about it needing a rape kit. You don't use a rape kit on a minor because minors can't consent. You don't use it. And then he said he could apply for exemption. You realize she was 3 days late, first off, and applying for an exemption takes forever. They had absolutely no choice, and he disingenuously framed the argument totally different than what the issues were. And then he went on to say that she was getting looked into when she had
oh,
already
the
shown her
doctor,
evidence.
the doctor.
Yes, she had already shown her evidence. He used a article that was 2 days old where she's
Yeah,
literally now suing him. Or
suing
attempting
Tim
to.
Cans.
No. Fox
Simple.
News and the AG in Indiana
I
for
don't know
defaming
about
her.
Fox News. I don't know what they said, but the thing is that when he goes over in the full live stream, he goes over the fact that the report was reported like wrong twice. Then he goes over other things, and not even him. Like I look it into other things now. Telemundo is reporting on him. And by the way, the only way to get good news about America is getting news from somewhere else that's not America talking about America. That's the only
That's
way.
probably a smart idea.
Like Telemundo kills it. That's the shit. But the thing is that yeah, I don't know. At what point are we supposed to stop caring about the situation? Like, I think we should know what happened because like what happened?
There's been an arrest made. The rest is none of our fucking business. The little girl should not have to go through this. Adding more fuel to that trauma is beyond unacceptable. I'm sorry, it's none of our business.
I have a question because I watched the last time that I was updated on this news was yesterday night. The next time is probably gonna be I don't know tomorrow. But the thing, from what I get from the reporting that I saw, apparently the guy lived with the family. Apparently he was in some kind of relationship with the family. So are
Right.
we not supposed to know that? Are we supposed to just guess the guy came in, came out? That's it?
Regardless, it happened. Why is it our fucking business their living situation? It's not.
Because
It happened.
sometimes it tends to be, it has to
It's
be
not-
there to know.
Shelby, that's not any of our business. You're talking about the inner life of a 10-year-old girl.
No, I'm talking about the circumstances that led everything. Why? Was it negligence? Was it the guy actually came in and vandalized the place? That he attacked the family? Did the family know? Stuff like that. I'm not saying I'm
You
hoping
realize
that it
most of
turns
the
out
time
it's
when this happens to a kid, it is like a family friend, an
a
uncle,
family
this or
member.
that.
Yeah, a family member. I know. That's
Cody,
why
how
I'm
am I
asking.
part of the problem? How am I part of the problem?
I think he's saying I'm the part of the problem. Yeah, I'm a problem. Everyone knows it. But, I mean, I'm not. Look, you know what? I wish it was fake. I wish there wasn't a little girl that was raped. I don't know why
Absolutely.
it's so. Okay, that's it. Sorry that I want to question stuff. Yeah, and I don't know. I'm
It's
just
none
some
of.
guy. On the
I'm
internet.
sorry. It's none of your fucking business. Their living situation. That's not okay. This is a 10-year-old girl that's been through trauma. You don't need to know the in and out of every part of it. She's got it bad enough.
Okay, fine. It's like okay, fine. I'm gonna listen to you because I don't know because I like you, but okay, I guess. But I'm not saying this because something's gonna happen, but if tomorrow something happens, or in a week, or if something happens in the news and it comes out, oh, something is a twist. Now
Right.
the whole story is turning around. Then it's not my place to know. Then I guess it's not my place to know. It's not my place
I'm
to
not
care. That's
talking
the
about
thing.
it's not your place to know the news. I don't mean
It's
that.
not my
I mean the
place
inner
to know
workings
what
of this
happened.
girl.
It's not my place to know what happened before it, but it's my place to care about the outcome.
Right. And
Is that it?
if I was wrong, I've always been able, and I've always corrected my stuff. If I came out and I was wrong, I would make a video and say that to a T. But I'm not. This man's been arrested. This little girl was told to use this by, I forget, I know her first name's Jean, but I can't remember if she's a senator or what. To use this as a motherfucking
As an
opportunity.
opportunity? Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I don't know if it's this true, but I've seen 4 TikToks that have said the same thing. I've seen of TikToks of like girls being like, I was going in for an abortion, but the doctor says this is an opportunity. It's like, okay, sure.
Because
Is
that's
that
a
real
right
or
wing
not? I
talking
don't know.
point. Because that's a
But
right wing
then-
talking point.
Yeah, I don't believe. Like, to believe that's the circumstances that, oh, okay, sure. Then other weird things also happen. But to say like 3 doctors in a row said to patients in a private institution that
It
this is
wasn't
like
a
an
doctor
opportunity.
that said that. It wasn't a doctor that said that. It was, fuck, I forget her first name. Her first name was Jean. She's from Ohio.
No, I'm talking about about these TikToks that have said that people went in to get
Jean
abortions
Schmidt.
and the doctor said that it was an opportunity. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Because that's what they say all the time. It was Jean Schmidt, by the way.
even though doctors are like pro doing it, okay. I'm sorry, I doubt things.
She also said that she wants birth control banned.
Okay.
Yeah, she's.
I mean, pharmacies are private institutions, so the last time that we saw people trying to moderate pharmacies and pharmaceuticals,
It's not moderating
it went awful.
pharmacies. It's the FDA, which is federal.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
Government
so
institutions that go behind private institutions like pharmaceuticals, it goes horrible.
Right, but they have no problem getting rid of things that people need. This makes no sense because if you get rid of abortion, if you get rid of birth control, what do you I don't get it. I don't get it. People are fucking losing it.
I don't know. Like, I don't believe that if something happens, there's gonna be like, they're not gonna be in stores. It's probably gonna be like the government putting something on for it to be overpriced, the same as insulin and diabetic kids, stuff
No,
like that.
she said she wants to consider banning birth control. There's no debate about that. After the
Okay.
abortion outlawing in Ohio, the heartbeat bill, heartbeat like the
Okay.
Parenthood Act, she wants birth control banned.
Okay. So was it taken seriously? Has it been in the House? Is it like a bill? Or was it just a passing comment? I'm just asking.
Let me see. I can look. When we
I
get back
have
into
read the
sessions, we'll
Bible.
probably. No, he's
I
talking to
love
me.
the
I was
Bible.
just putting it up there because it's
I
fucking
read the Bible in
stupid.
manga form. That was cool.
That's the problem. And this is the problem in a nutshell. These people are trying to govern through religion. And that is not how this country is supposed to be.
Hmm. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, any religion, right? Not only Christian religion. Sure. Because I'm just asking.
What do you
No
mean?
religion at all. I don't think religion should be any form of institutional power anywhere, not even in America. Like there
To
are
add
whole
in
blocks in London that are basically ruled by the what was it? The churches that are in there. Oh, fuck, I don't remember the name, but yeah,
to add
and that's the thing. Like
insult
even
to
in South
injury,
America,
to add insult to injury, she said, rape and incest are ugly, ugly acts of violence that a woman is truly harmed and scarred, and those wounds will never go away. We need to make sure to support with love and help. But to end a pregnancy of a child is not going to erase those wounds or scars. You're right. You're right. It's just going to make it so much fucking worse to make a child carry their uncle's baby. Are you fucking kidding me?
yeah, it's terrible. It's awful
Zealots.
sometimes.
Not
Yeah,
you,
it's awful.
obviously.
Yeah. I mean, okay, how about this? How about we compromise? Because I say that eventually, when I get in power, because I will, I say abortion is legal. Anyone can have an abortion whenever they want at whatever month. Even the government covers it. But if you have an abortion, you are never allowed to have a kid after. Is that
Ooh, I
fair?
don't think that's fair because what about just the case we're talking about? So you're telling me this 10-year-old can never have a child later on in their life?
Yeah.
That's literally no, absolutely not. You're dictating again, almost to a worse degree, a
But
woman
I mean, you are,
having child.
look. Even she's a 10-year-old. If in this case she's a 10-year-old, that won't happen in a long time. But I say people can have abortions. Okay, like I think it's a good thing. It's promoted as a good habit
So
of
you want to
I don't know cleanliness.
you want to basically make her incapable. You want her to get you want her to be unable to have kids from there on out. What about the man? Are you going to do the same to him?
Yeah, I mean, a man can abort his financial responsibilities for the kid.
That's not what I said. If he gets a woman pregnant, are you going to make sure he can't have babies anymore?
A man can have babies. Like a man can get pregnant.
No.
Or
A man can get a woman pregnant. I'm not playing semantics here.
yeah, sure. Then let's castrate the man or whatever. Let's take away his ability to have a kid too.
That you can't do that. That is absolutely
But
draconian.
then
You know this, right?
But then you have the ability to have an abortion, and you can it's not like it's not even that. It's like you can have as many abortions as you want. Just you
No,
can't
I
just
don't
have a
agree
kid.
with using abortion as birth control. And people like that person just said, called me a cunt. That's ridiculous. I've always said from the very beginning, personally, I am pro-choice or pro-life. But as far as policy, I am pro-choice because it is not my right to control your fucking body.
So women can have babies even though they have an abortion prior to that.
Absolutely. That's not our choice.
Wow, I didn't know you were an absolutist. Of course, I'm pulling your leg. That's a stupid
I
idea.
know.
But I like to bring up those kind of. Look, how
I
about we
get
make
it.
it so the government issues who can have babies, and you know,
Like a
it's like
license. Yeah, everybody gets a license. You can either, just like a marriage license, you have to get one to have a baby.
you know what bugs me? You know what bugs me? And I saw this when I was like in high school, so it was like really in my face. Remember the cages story from Donald Trump that he was caging a bunch of kids and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know that that's still going on,
Right.
and it was going on
That's
before
pretty
that.
typical for Oh yeah, I think everyone knows that.
So it's like people cared for some reason, but
Then,
then
but not
stop
now.
caring now.
I know it
And
doesn't make
like,
sense.
when it comes to abortion, I don't really have like that big of opinion. I have like the most vanilla opinion that hey, maybe it shouldn't be for contraception, but yeah,
Right.
if it's
Right, and I
bad for
agree. I can
health,
agree to that.
yeah, that's like the most vanilla opinion that I think everyone has, either who is right or left. And of course, there's people who are like in the far side of both sides, and whatever they do, okay, they're gonna try to do it. But for me, like I have more issues with stuff like immigration and the way people are treated because of the color of their skin
Right.
and
And
because
those things are
yeah.
important too. This is just right now with Roe v. Wade being overturned, it's been thrust into the spotlight.
How long do you think it's gonna last? It's still gonna be in the because I know this is like a stupid way of putting it, but I do feel like this is the flavor of the month, and next time we're gonna go into something
No,
else because before this
this
it
is
was
gonna
gun
last.
control.
Gun control's not. I mean, they've got some bipartisan bill, but like gun control, it's never. I hate those people that are like they're gonna take away your guns. No, they're not. Stop.
Figure drawing.
They've been
Wait,
saying that for fucking years. They've been saying
figure
that since
drawing.
the. Yes.
Wait, figure drawing is saying that Trump separated families. Yes, I know that. That's the thing. Shit, someone's playing music near me. But the thing is that separation of family has been going on before Trump, after Trump, it's still going on, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying oh Trump, he's being framed as the bad guy. No, I don't give a shit who is, but this is still going on, and I don't even have a solution for it. Like, how do you make sure that people come in, even if it's like through the border, safe? And it's like, I guess sometimes you have to do it. Now, that's not me saying, oh, we should separate these families and all that, but there has to be a solution to it, right?
Right. There's
So
been
what
a
is
border crisis. There
isn't
needs
one.
issues with that. And I think it just depends on what you're more passionate about. Right now, with this going on, that's kind of what people are talking about. Midterms are coming up. There's a lot of going on with this, and this is gonna really.
Do you think this is like Roe v. Wade is like the thing, like the thing that's gonna like escalate things, or do you think something else could happen?
I don't know what could separate people more than what this has done to people now. And
I mean, I have a few ideas, but they're not like specifically. I do think that this separated things, but I don't know. That's the thing, because you know what, I kind of just fucking I don't care anymore. Like, and I don't want to sound like mean towards you or like you owe me anything, but I noticed that a lot of your content was lately just Amber Heard and Roe v. Wade. Like, you've posted like 3 videos about comics and stuff like that. So
I know. I need to get back on the horse. I do. It's just been a bad few months, and putting out shorts in the meantime was still keeping my channel afloat. But yes, I absolutely I've dedicated Tuesday's live stream to only that. I've talked about Roe v. Wade quite a few times because it's something I care about. But
yeah,
other than that,
I get it.
And honestly, a lot of the times when it comes to Amber Heard, a lot of the videos will pay for my comics. You know what I mean? So it's
yeah, I get it. But, like, the only comment that I have to say, and I'm not saying like, oh, this is over with, just like throw it out or whatever. But like what I did found weird. You remember that video about someone filming Amber Heard like buying clothes? I do think that's like okay, that's a little bit weird. I
Right.
don't know.
Well, and that was a publicity stunt on her side. But I do
You
think
know,
it helps the algorithm a little bit. And it's part of why I do it because my channel has gotten a lot of traction for using shorts. And I do feel bad sometimes putting out
yeah,
a couple a day.
I
But
mean, hey, by the way, congrats on 55K. That's like
thank you.
you're halfway 100.
I know.
That's
I
the thing.
never thought I would ever get more than 21,000 subs. And then my channel doubled. And then it added more. And I'm like, I don't even know how to say thank you. Like, I'm truly humbled.
You know, like I don't look. If I sound mean, then sorry if I sound mean. You know that I can't like. First of all, English is not my first language, and second of all, I'm like stupid like typing on the comments with that. But
I get it.
I don't
And
know.
we're all. What?
I think I'm just gonna lay low for now. Like I'm just gonna comment on your comic stuff. I'm gonna work on my own videos. I don't know stuff
You're a
like
great
that.
editor. You really
Yeah.
are.
Okay, so okay, like I want to end the conversation about abortion because I don't really have anything else to say that about like the rippaverse and Ricky Martin. Okay, first of all, Ricky Martin, I don't know anything about him. Like he was big in the 2000s in South America, and that's it. I don't really know anything about it, so I don't know what this controversy is.
Yeah, I'm of the mindset ever since the Johnny Depp stuff that I need a little bit of proof, right? Not just accusations.
hmm So about the rippaverse, like when he broke 200, right, or 2 million, was it?
I think so.
Do you believe him? I know it's kind of weird, but like this is something that I have like a problem with because who's reporting the numbers? Him himself? Okay, so
Yeah,
it's coming from him.
There's no. Yeah,
But
exactly.
but at the same time, it's like this. Like everyone does it. Like Disney themselves reports. How many times did they say, "Oh my God, this is the number one
Well, they
Disney
have
show on Plus"?
they have third parties like Samba TV and some of the other corporations that have do third party reporting. There is no third party reporting with Ripa. You just have to believe his numbers.
So, do you have like a specific opinion about it? Like he made 2 million.
I don't care.
Anything?
I
Are you
think
gonna buy him?
and no, absolutely not. I think it is extremely suspicious that he made more than Keanu Reeves. I'm going to put that out there. But I also think in the same way, when you look at the actual numbers on there, a lot of what he's selling isn't even like there's a lot of comics sold, absolutely. But a lot of it is like $100 for trading cards for characters you don't know. There's a lot of t-shirts and that kind of stuff. So to get actual numbers, I think would be extremely hard, but it doesn't matter because he's going to conflate that anyway. The setup for it is extremely generic. It's like X-Men and the Green Lantern Corps. So much so, it's called Experts and Alpha Corps. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
it's I mean, like the idea of like a group of humans who get powers is not like a new thing. Like everyone does it.
Right.
But I mean, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get his comic. Like people called me a simp for Young. The only reason that I have seen like his video is because you talk about it, and now I have a bunch of
Right.
recommendations. So if anyone influenced me to watch him, it's you. So don't fault me. But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna get his comic. I mean, I'm probably gonna pirate it. I'm probably gonna get it if it's cheap, whatever. And if it's good, it's good.
Not. It's so expensive.
I don't really. You know what? I got Coffee Brand coffee actually, and it's pretty good.
Did you really? Oh my god! Fucking,
I don't know.
fucking the quartering simp right here.
No, I got
playing.
the chocolate.
I'm totally kidding.
I got chocolate hot cocoa because I'm like a cocoa connoisseur, so I had to get it, and I'm not gonna lie, it's actually kind of bomb. It's kind of fire.
Their hot chocolate is like the best thing in the world, especially like on a winter night. Oh, hot chocolate is amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna like, if I don't comment on your videos, it's not because I don't watch them. It's like I'm either busy, I'm doing my own thing, or I just don't want to get into like, I don't
I
know. I
get
feel
it.
like everything is political. That's it. And I'm sorry, like I want a break or whatever, but I literally like I miss the days where like you had the community streams, or you had like a bunch
I'm
of
gonna do a community
joke
stream this
videos, stuff
month.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I,
yeah, I think that's like it. I don't really have any
I
more
need to get
problems
my
with it.
focus. You're absolutely right.
I mean, I don't want to like. I got into so many arguments with people in your comments, and I don't like that because it's like this is a community of people who like stuff. I'm guessing. So I don't know. I'm just gonna lay low. Right now, I'm actually I'm working on a video about the boys. Yeah.
Oh, the boys is
So
so fucking good.
yeah.
But the finale was a little lackluster.
That's the thing. I haven't seen the third season yet. That's
Oh,
and
you
I'm
need to
working.
get on it.
Yeah, I'm working on a video about like the comic, the animated show, the animated shorts, and the series. But I haven't seen third season. But from what I've gotten so far, it looks like it's good, but not so good. Something like that. I don't know. I couldn't
It's
say
not the
because I haven't
best
seen.
season, but it's much better. To put it this way, it's much better than anything you'll get from, besides maybe Peacemaker and Umbrella Academy. It's better than anything DC generally puts out, or Marvel. So I'm there for it. I love it.
Because yeah, the things that I watch, like I was gonna watch it like the because what I do is I watch them with when the whole episodes are out. Like I try to not hear spoilers and I watch all of that like in a single
Binge
setting.
it, yeah.
But like, but I don't know. I got spoiled to so many things. Like the other day in your stream, I think I got in the moment that you talk
Oh
about Black Noir
no,
getting killed. And I was like,
I'm
well,
so
fuck that shit.
sorry.
And like I'm watching the second episode, but I'm like doing it in 20-minute parts and stuff like that. And I'm taking breaks. Like I don't know. I feel like I don't have that much like because I know what's gonna happen in the end. So I don't know.
Yeah, I
I'm not
get it.
hating it. I'm not hating it. So far for me, it's like season 1, season 3, and season 2 because I'm not really a fan of season 2.
Oh, I like Stormfront. All right, Shelby, I am going to. Alpha Eagle is going to try to make another appearance. We'll see if it
Yeah,
works.
guys, remember to play Neon White. Buy Neon White. It's the best game ever, and it's
Neil
totally not
White.
because I know the creator. It's totally not because I got I got a signed copy from the creator. Play it.
There
Buy
we
it.
go.
Okay, bye.
Check it out. Bye, Shelby. Thank you. Well, let's try this again, shall we? Are you there?
Hello,
You have
Tristan. Can you
audio?
hear me?
Yes,
Can you hear me?
actually, I can.
You can. Okay, great. Well, let's talk about Roe versus Wade. How about that?
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, that's fine. Go ahead. What's your disagreement?
Well,
Dude,
she
you're
abortion,
gonna have
didn't
to
she?
you're gonna have to fix your mic. You're sounding a little bit like a robot.
A little bit like her. I don't. Well, I'm a boomer, so I can't.
Okay.
Really.
Whatever you're
I
doing
don't know
right
how it
now,
really
stay like that. Okay, go ahead. What's your
this.
disagreement?
Okay. Well, she got the abortion, right? Or what you call abortions, right?
Who?
Did she or didn't she?
Who?
The 10-year-old girl.
Yes.
Abortion, right?
What? You gotta fix. Yes, she got an abortion.
Well, so Well,
What? You're the one that called in with the disagreement.
well, I disagree. I mean, you were, getting all crazy about it, but she got exactly what she wanted:
Crazy?
abortion. Well,
Right. That's what she
you
wanted?
got you
Are you fucking
hyperbolic. How's
kidding
that?
me? She wanted it? She got raped. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, she did. So she didn't want the
What?
abortion. She wanted to have the baby.
She
Well, she
wanted
had the
maybe not
abortion.
to be victimized by a grown ass man.
Well, I agree there, but I'm saying she got the abortion. So so I don't see why you're so upset about it. I
Who's
can understand
upset?
her not being okay. Well, let's go to abortion in general.
Okay,
Why
that's probably
it's
smarter.
it's still available for most women, isn't it?
Depends on where you live.
Right?
Depends on where you live.
It's well, okay. In certain states, it's hindered, we'll say, but in abortions they can still get abortions.
Depends on where you live.
That's what
And a lot
to
of
your
them have
point.
heartbeat bills. A lot of them have heartbeat bills. So it's very hard to do.
Well, having an abortion shouldn't be easy. It should be very difficult.
Nobody said it
You know,
should. The
as
problem
the Democrats
is
like to say,
the time limit that's put on it.
The time limit. Well, again, that's not in all
Right.
states, though, right?
Right.
So they can
So
just
what's
go
your
to
what are you trying
another
to
state.
say? Well, yeah, because everybody has that kind of money. Right.
I'm saying it's
I
not
forgot.
a big deal.
Okay. To you,
I'm saying
to somebody that
it's
needs
not
it, it
as
might
big
be.
deal as what you're making it.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't agree.
Well,
I think I've said why plenty of times. You have to give me a reason why it's not a big deal. Just because they can travel?
well, yeah, because they can travel. Because you can one. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like okay, like with gun rights. There's restrictions on guns as well. So this is just restrictions on. It's just heavier restrictions. That's it.
Are you
Hello?
considering buying a gun? Are you really comparing buying a gun to somebody being victimized or not being able to carry a child to term? Is that what you're doing?
Well, I'm saying she had the abortion, so so what's the problem? I don't see a problem. That's what I'm trying to say.
She was fucking raped. That was
I
the
don't see.
problem. Are you fucking
Well,
with
that's
me
great.
right now?
No, I
You
mean,
cannot be that dumb.
it's a different subject. That's a different subject altogether.
Okay. That's the
Well, okay,
problem. She had to travel out of state in order to do so.
was
And that is not the
she
only situation that happens in. And then, just like you've heard plenty of times before, there's a slippery slope fallacy, and we're seeing it happen in front of our eyes.
well. Okay, let's go on to the gay discrimination that you were talking about. Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're
With
probably okay
well,
with that.
what it really is. Well, no, what it really is they're keeping men out of women's locker rooms, out of women's restrooms. They're trying to keep men out of women's sports. That's what it is. Biological men trying to keep
That
biological men from participating. That's what it really is. Do
that's
you
not
think men
all
and
it
women
is. You
should
do know
compete in the
that,
same
right?
sports?
No, I do not.
That's from what I read. From what I read, that's what it is.
You're
That's
literally
exactly
allowed to be
what
discriminated
it is.
against because of your sexual
Well, that's not
orientation.
discrimination.
It
That's not
is.
discrimination because why should? Do you think men should participate in sports?
Do I think
Do
men
you?
should participate in sports or in women's sports?
in women's.
Not
Do you think
no, of
men should
course not. That's why there's
participate?
two different
Biological
divisions.
men. Well, then that's what this is for. It's to prevent biological men who claim they're trans from participating in women's
Oh,
sports.
so now you're changing it. You asked me if men should. Now you're asking me about a trans man.
Well,
I like how you tried to do that.
no, that's the same thing, Tristan. A man, trans man are the same thing, or trans woman.
A man and a trans woman, biologically they can be female, yeah.
Well, then that's I didn't
Yes,
change
it's
anything.
discrimination.
Then.
Yeah, you absolutely
How's it
did. The way you
discrimination?
framed the question.
How how is it discrimination? How is it discrimination?
How is what discrimination? The bill is based on discrimination. It is saying we are allowed to discriminate against you based on your orientation or if you're gay, we can discriminate against you.
No, that's what the left-wing media claiming it is. Just like they claimed parents' rights bill was don't
right,
say
like
gay.
when you
They
called me
got
a
it all wrong.
groomer. Like when you called me a groomer a bunch of times?
I never called you a groomer, Tristan.
You did.
I
I
never once called you a groomer.
Okay,
No,
sure.
I did
I'll
not.
let you think that. Oh, and then
Okay,
same with just some guy.
Bring up my phone and show me where I called you a groomer, please. Bring up my video.
I don't have to prove anything. You made multiple videos on that stream.
You have to prove your accusations. You said I said you were a groomer. I didn't. Go ahead and prove it. If you're right, and then I'll admit to it. And
I am not going to.
I didn't.
This is my show. I'm not going to go through your fucking video. I watched them, and you literally did.
Okay. No, I did not. I did not call you a groomer, not once, Tristan.
Okay.
Called you. What was it? Myself in Comics. He said you advocate for. Yes, that's basically what I said. I kind of advocate for.
What kind of person in their right mind would advocate for groomers? The fact that you are equating anybody queer to groomers is fucking gross.
I never called said anybody queer was groomers.
You literally said I advocated for groomers.
Because you were against the
people in there's teachers that have came out that they're not even allowed to put a picture of their spouse on their desk. You're okay with that? That kind of control? And exactly. That's fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry, if you're okay with that, you have no fucking idea what being a teacher is. If you can fucking look at a teacher and say you're not even allowed to say that you're married, but if you're straight, you can put your picture of your spouse on your desk. Just not if you're gay. Or no rainbows. No rainbows.
Let's go over this. Let's go over the facts. Okay. Now, did they say they couldn't or that they were afraid to?
They were told not to.
They were told not to. I haven't seen that.
Well,
okay.
That's not my problem.
Well, see, I need to investigate that more, but from what I could tell, that's not true. But anyway, so I don't really see a problem, even if that's true. I don't really see a problem since kids don't care about 5, 6 years old. What do they care about if a picture of your spouse is on your desk or not? They don't care.
You don't have a workplace that you maybe put a picture up. That's fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry. If you're advocating for that, there's something very wrong. Pete, literally right here. Florida teacher told to hide their same-sex spouse due to don't say gay law. Yes, they absolutely were told they are not allowed by WFTV, a local news agency, that they cannot have a picture of their spouse up. That it is not legal
All right.
under that law.
Again, I don't
And
understand
you're
why they
okay
need
with
to
that kind
put
of
the picture up.
terrible behavior.
Terrible behavior. As far as I know, that's not true. But okay. No, yeah, I'm fine with that because I don't care. Like I said, the children are not the workers. They
Right,
might
but they
they can
have
show a
coworkers
picture
at
to
work.
their coworkers. Yeah,
They literally
they can show
have coworkers
coworkers.
at
They don't
work.
need to show.
Right. Your teacher never think about it. I'm not talking just young teachers. This is all over. They don't specify the age. I literally put it in the chat if you don't believe me.
They do specify it. Well, I'll check it out later. But they do specify the Florida law. They it's like for
Well, they say or age appropriate to make it extremely hard to interpret.
not really. I don't think I don't think it's hard to interpret.
Right,
If you
because
listen
you're
to
okay
Nick
with
McCain
not even
explains it
allowing
very
somebody to
clearly.
have a picture. I read the bill. What are you talking about?
Nick Ricada explains it, and it doesn't. It only includes from kindergarten and third grade. That's it.
Wait, so you're taking his word on it instead of just reading it yourself?
I read it, and that's
It
what
literally says or
from what
age
he said, the
appropriate.
same thing.
Right.
Yes, and he's a
But
lawyer.
it
He's
literally
a lawyer, and
says
you're not, Tristan. He's
right.
a lawyer, and
But
you're
this
not,
is
Tristan.
right. And he's extremely right-wing
So
also.
he would know better than you. He know better than you and me,
Oh
right?
my God. No, because it's literally happening. So he was wrong.
What? So they're not allowed to teach the sexuality in higher than third grade.
That's not what I
They're
said.
being prevented
They're
from
not.
teaching.
I gave you an example of how he was wrong, and you're changing it.
What did I get wrong?
I literally put the link in the chat proving that.
What grade was that?
I have
What
no
grade was
idea.
that?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
Yes,
what grade it was.
It does. It does matter because children don't need to learn about sexuality at that young age.
So they're not allowed to see
If it's like
any movies. They're not allowed to look at their parents
Well,
if they're holding hands.
That's up to
They're
their
not allowed
parents.
to look outside, and people hold hands or kiss goodbye.
Not in the school.
No, that's
Not
what
in
you
the
equate learning to
not in the-
sexuality. That's the same thing as
Not
just
in the
having
school.
a picture.
Well, that's the taxes pay for the school, and that's what the have chose.
No, that's what Ron DeSantis has chose.
Yes, that's and they voted for Ron DeSantis.
Right. But do you really think if this went on as a bill to be voted on, something this predatory in nature would be okay?
What are you talking about? What predatory?
The bill.
Oh, yeah, what about it?
Oh my God. If you're not going to pay attention, I'm not going to have a conversation with you.
I didn't hear what about the bill.
I said, do you think if this went to a vote, this would still be okay? You have people literally saying they don't feel safe. You have bills in Tennessee literally saying you're not even allowed to have the existence in any school of any sort of sexuality besides being straight.
Yeah.
And you're okay with that?
For younger kids, yes.
How old? This isn't just young kids. You know that, right? Like, get that in your head. This is up to them.
Up to
It was
what?
made, that language was chosen on purpose, and we're seeing the fallout of it.
What kind of fallout? That they can't have pictures? That's your big fallout. Oh, they can't have pictures. Oh no, they can't have pictures. That's a big
You don't
fallout.
think that's a little draconian?
No.
Seriously? You're okay with not? Oh my God. Okay. All right. If we're not going to agree on it. I'm sorry. I'm not okay with that kind of control on the government. I'm not okay with it. That is literally.
Well,
It's
if
fascist.
you're not okay with
as
it,
much
then
as that
vote 'em
word's
out.
overused, it is.
Well, then you can vote them out then.
I don't live in Florida. This was the example you brought up.
You brought it up. Anyway, okay.
I absolutely did not.
Okay. What? All right. Then that was my mistake. Then the state you live in, is abortion legal?
That's absolutely none of your business. I am not specifying that.
Well, okay. If you had a problem with that, you can just vote the person out who made abortion illegal.
You cannot vote out Supreme Court judges that did this. You know that, right? You don't
They
get to
put
vote
it back.
on them.
They put it back to the states. So whoever's in the state, you can be governor.
Right.
Who decides
You don't
whether
think
abortion is legal or not?
regardless, putting something to the states is going to lead to the last time something big was in the states, and that was what, slavery? Like, come on now.
So you don't think states should have rights at all?
Not on this. Not when it comes to taking away people's rights. No, I don't think so. I think you literally
It's not
need
taking.
to,
It's not.
right, but
I'm
you're
listening.
against the vax mandates. Make that make sense. That's so fucking hypocritical.
How's it's not hypocritical at all.
It is
Because
100.
because
How is it not hypocritical? You don't want
because
someone to control what you put in
because
your body, but you want to control what a woman does with hers.
but it's not, because they still can get abortions.
Depends.
They can still get abortions. And the states that it's illegal in, they have exceptions. So that it's
For
nothing
rape
is
and
being taken away
incest.
from.
And very even few when it comes to that, especially with like the new Personhood Act and everything else. It's all based on when you think life begins, and now you don't get to choose that. That is up to states that create that.
Yeah, and then you can vote out the governor of policy. So no rights are being taken away. None at all.
Oh, right. None at all. None whatsoever. You're fucking with me, right? Ted Cruz wants to take away the right to gay marriage. You're okay with that?
Okay, we'll go on that.
You're okay with all this government control.
He wanted. Listen, I have no problem with civil unions for gay people.
Oh my God! So you are against gay marriage? Are you? So you are against gay marriage? Just say it. You don't want gay people to get married. Just say it. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I want to hear you say it.
So civil is the same.
You're becoming a robot, but go ahead.
Right?
You broke up. What'd you say?
I said civil unions are the exact same as marriage.
Civil unions are
Civil
the exact.
unions
So you're
is the exact same
so
thing
you're okay.
as marriage.
You're okay with gay people getting their rights taken away, women getting their rights taken away. What the actual fuck is wrong with you? Think about the empathy you could
Nobody's
have for
taken away.
somebody else. Hello?
Nobody's rights being taken away.
The right to marriage, the right to body
Hello?
autonomy. I just gave you 2 examples of rights being taken away. What about when the rights come for you, right? When they start coming for you, when they start coming for your guns, are you going to wait that long to say something? Guess so.
Pardon me? Oh,
Fucking. So what about when the rights come for you? You're a male. I'm assuming white. What about when they come for your guns? What about when they start coming for control over you? You're not going to say anything because you don't care about women and gay people. You're going to wait until it comes to you.
Women never, ever, in the Constitution, women never, ever had the right to an abortion. So you can't take away rights that never existed.
Yeah, the right to privacy. Privacy over your
Privacy's
own
not
body.
abortion. And they still have that, Tristan. They still have that, Tristan.
Again, it depends on where you live and how quickly you realize you missed your period. If you are one of those people that has an abnormal cycle, you're fucked. How can you be okay with women and gay people getting their rights taken away? When are you actually going to say something? You got to wait till it affects you. Think about how fucked up that is, that you're okay with Big Daddy government controlling everybody else but you.
I'm not okay,
right,
because
but when it comes to the shot, you say something. Fucking hypocrite.
Not at all, Tristan.
You don't want to have to be forced to get the shot. You don't want. You're more worried about getting a shot or wearing a mask than you are about actual rights being taken away.
No rights have been taken away, Tristan.
Yes, they absolutely have, and I've given examples. Stop living in denial. Stop fucking sucking Big Daddy government's dick to the point where you only care about your own rights.
Right? How is civil unions different from marriage?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
Tristan? They're exactly the same. That's why.
Why are you not okay with it being called a wedding? Why are you not okay with it being called a marriage?
Because it's two different. Okay, because there's two different things. Not exactly two different things.
A civil union is not a marriage, though. Civil unions do not provide. That's why you don't want it. They do not provide federal protections, benefits, or responsibilities to couples. And a civil union may not be recognized by all states. You fucking hypocrite. That's why you're okay with it. Stop with the nervous laughter and realize that's serious shit. If you're okay with rights being taken away for everybody else, but you're unwilling to wear a mask, think about that.
Can women still get abortions? No right is being taken away.
Yeah. Okay. So what if a woman has an abnormal cycle? What if a woman has an abnormal cycle and doesn't realize she is pregnant until she's 8 weeks? Then she can't get an abortion. She's fucked.
She should have been more careful with her birth control. She should have been more careful.
They're trying to take away that too. Are you okay with that too? Hurry, think about what the right would say and agree with it real quick.
I said no, I'm not, Tristan. I'm not okay with taking away birth control.
That's a start.
Did you hear me?
I said at least that's a start.
Okay.
You actually don't think they're going to come from that? Now that this has already started, do you think they're going to come for that? You don't? Even though they've already talked about it?
No.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, but
Well, yeah, talking and doing is two
so
different things.
that's right, but that's your line? Birth control's your line?
What other? I mean, none of the rights have been taken away, Tristan.
I've literally told you rights that have been taken away.
That's the bottom line.
And you told me
where
you don't
in
want
the
gay people getting married.
Where in the Constitution does abortion?
I've already told you.
It's not in there, Tristan. Women never had
right,
the
and
right
neither
to
is
abortion,
a bunch
so you
of
can't
things.
take
There
away
are
rights. Right?
You're breaking up, but you literally I've already told you how it's in
right.
there. There's a lot of things that aren't implied in there. There's a lot of things that are not stated specifically that are implied. Privacy is a right.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all you have to say? Because you did a really
Tristan,
good job of making yourself look like an ass.
Oh, if you think so. But it's not in the Constitution. If it's not a Constitution, it's not a right.
So that's it?
Tristan. What? If there's in the Constitution, it's not a right. Exactly.
It is.
And
in
abortion's
the
not in the Constitution, so it's not a right.
You really?
It's nowhere.
They shouldn't have
Show me the word abortion. I'd love to see it.
There's a lot of things that are not. Oh my God. There is so many rights that you have that are not specifically stated.
Then they're not rights. If it's not specifically stated in the Constitution, then they're not rights. What more do you want?
So don't walk anywhere because it doesn't say you can't walk anywhere. You think about how fucking stupid that is.
Like driving a car. You don't have a right to drive a car. It's a privilege.
Right, and they also don't have the fact that you're allowed to get in a plane. So apparently that's not a right anymore. You guys, you're not allowed to get in planes or cars because the Constitution doesn't say so.
Right.
Think about how dumb that is.
Exactly. You don't on a plane. No. You don't have a right.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
That's why there's a no-fly list. If there wasn't a no-fly list, if it was a right, there would be no fly list. What I said.
The right to fucking breathe is not in there. Do you really think the right to fucking breathe is not in the Constitution? Are you kidding me? You're breaking up.
Some criminal can fly on a plane.
So stop breathing, please, because Big Daddy Government didn't tell you could. Are you okay with that? Yeah.
Hello?
I thought so. Do you have anything else to say? Because you've really shown your colors here.
Colors here. What?
You literally said you don't want gay people to get married. I mean, how much more can you say about how much worse can you look? Now I know why Nerdette's news channel is dead, except for. Hold on, I'm muting you because I need to do this. My channel is absolutely not dead. I have actually gotten more views than any other comic book channel this month, or Geeks and Gamers, or Rippa, or any of those. So don't tell me my channel is dead. It's actually doing better than it ever has. Are you done? Because you're not really adding much to the conversation, except for you don't have a right to, because it's not.
Well, let's change subject
stated.
then. Well, let's talk about what you're saying about the said, "Oh, it's lost. You guys lost," and we could and Rippa would
Yeah, a
make
long time
$2
ago.
million.
So he has
What?
a bunch of people that think like him
No, it's like a couple weeks ago.
and want to buy shirts and shit. Hold on.
Well, then the culture
Hold on. Let me get this super chat.
was not
Joseph! Yeah, it absolutely has been a long time. To the guy that doesn't know eagles are often gay, are you aware that the 10th Amendment secures implicit rights, meaning rights not written? I don't think he's probably aware, but it's okay, Joseph. You can breathe now. Goodness gracious. Thank you so much, Joseph. The culture war, yeah. The funny thing about that is I think, what's his name? The guy that plays Captain America was correct when he said it's a bunch of dinosaurs.
Chris Evans.
And Chris Evans, thank you. And it's really like kind of true. I understand that somebody individually can have success. We've seen this before with like Ethan and some of the others that have done well. But for one successful campaign, there are thousands of that did not do so well. And it's very easy to cultivate an audience when you're built on hate. You tune into what people fear the most. And his whole first video was literally I would argue to say it was a right-wing virtue signal so far as to go to say, we don't care about your race or your genetic makeup. He's trying to make an apolitical comic, but it is more political because of how he marketed it. And then he gives shit to people like Ingram Moses for getting stuff about getting racist comments, and then literally turns around and goes, I got racist comments. What? And then says he hates identity politics, and then goes, they banned a black man. Come on. He's a fucking hypocrite.
Well, okay.
We're waiting.
I'm gonna go back. I'm going. It was hateful. What hate are you talking? Tristan?
What? His whole
Hello?
channel is based on hating Marvel and DC. That's it. If they didn't
Hating
exist,
Marvel and
he wouldn't
DC.
have a channel. That's it. That's it. Like, he does political stuff, but that's it. If those things didn't exist, he would not have a channel.
Well, he's criticizing Tristan. What's wrong with criticism?
So I'm not wrong.
You're wrong that it's all hate. Yes.
Okay, point me to some positive reviews. Point me to some positive reviews. Or positive in general.
I don't know. I don't know about him personally, but I think a lot of people.
Thank you for proving my
So
point.
a lot of people like the Maverick movie. I don't listen to all of Young Rippa's videos.
No,
Okay?
you don't have to. It's
I can't think of one off the. I can't think of. But like the Maverick movie, a lot of people around his circles love the Maverick.
Okay,
so that's
they liked
positive,
one thing in years. Right, they liked one thing in years.
And well, in recent years, things been crap.
That's subjective.
Well, yes, it is. I think a lot of people in his circles like Stranger Things. What else?
That's not. We're not talking about his circles. We're talking about him. And no, he did not do a video on Maverick. So
okay,
keep trying.
Okay. You see,
you're proving my point. I really appreciate it.
Marvel and DC, what?
I didn't say he couldn't criticize them. I said he wouldn't exist without them. He should be thanking them for his success, because without them, he would be fucked. He wouldn't have a platform.
Okay. Well,
I'm
he
not
had
wrong.
his music
His
career.
success.
He had
Yeah, actually,
his music career. So
how's that going now?
yes, well, he doesn't need to have it going right now
Exactly.
since he's
Thank you.
so successful with his comics. Oh, but my point is, you claim that the culture war is lost, right?
Right, it is.
Hello, it
They have
is.
it absolutely is. All of what you've said,
Mm-hmm.
it is just like Chris Evans said. It's ideas that are outdated. The fact that you would rather take away somebody's rights until it comes to you shows what kind of a person you are.
No rights have been taken away, Tristan. That's the point.
Okay, sure. We've
But
gone through
let's
this.
go back. Let's go back. Let's get to the culture war. You
Okay, go ahead.
compared
Prove your
Geeks
point.
to Disney. How can you make such a bad comparison of comparing Disney to Geeks and Gamers?
I was making fun of Salon for saying something stupid.
Okay, I
You
mean,
didn't get that,
why
but
compare
that
those
shows me
two?
your intelligence level.
Oh, that video was just a joke. The whole video was just a joke. Is that what you're saying,
I never
Tristan?
said it was a joke. I was making fun of them because that was such a dumb thing to say.
You're making fun of them for what? Making fun of
Saying,
Salon or Geeks and
yes, absolutely. It was a dumb ass thing to say.
It was okay. But then why attack Geeks and Gamers?
How did I attack them?
Well, you said that they were losing the culture war.
Yeah, that's not attacking them. That's giving my opinion. If you think that's an attack, that's
Well, then, but you compared them
oof.
to you compared them to you compared them to Disney, which is a false comparison.
Not a false comparison when I'm
Why would you
making fun of
compare them to?
Salon for saying something stupid. You just didn't get it because I don't know. It was a very clear video of what I was talking about. The article being absolutely false. I was saying how stupid the article was.
Why couldn't they be losing the culture war if they're not competing with Disney?
That's exactly why they're losing. Because they have nothing to compare. And it was lost because people like you sit there and say you're against gay marriage. They need civil unions, guys. Civil unions.
What's wrong with civil unions?
I've already told you.
Civil unions a bad thing. It's the same as
Because
marriage.
you don't get the right to make up whether or not somebody gets married or not.
What?
You don't get the right to
Again,
choose whether or not somebody gets
you-
married. So keep trying. This is your
okay.
last chance.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. It's the same thing. Civil unions is the same thing.
No, it's not, and I've already told you why. Keep going. What else? Because I have somebody else coming on.
Well, how can? Well, you're talking about. Okay, explain to me why you compared Disney. It doesn't make sense to me.
I told you why. I was making fun of the article, and it was extremely clear in my video.
Okay, well then, what is a fair comparison? If you compare engage with something else, what would be a fair comparison?
There's nothing to compare them to. They don't compete for anything but views.
And they're winning the views. So they're winning the culture war since they're winning.
My fucking teeny ass channel is killing theirs. How are they winning?
Well, you didn't include everybody amongst the fandom menace, as you call them. Like someone like a critical drinker, he gets like 2 million views per video,
Right?
and he's part of.
Right?
He's on their side. He's on their side,
Okay.
so he's
What does
so
that have to do with anything? I
they're
was making
winning
fun of the article. Again, you have no idea. You're trying to act like I was saying something different.
because you said they lost the culture war, right?
Yeah, a long time ago. And I still got more views than Critical Drinker, so I'm not sure your point.
You got 2 million views on that video,
What video? No.
Tristan.
I have multiple videos. You're more than welcome to look at
Well,
Social
then-
Blade. Everything I am saying is backed up by fact.
So someone like Critical Drinker, who has over 1 million subscribers, and millions of views on his video, he's losing.
Yeah. I didn't say he's losing. He's doing well for himself. For money. But he can't compete. He doesn't create anything. To be fair, at least Rippa is trying. Critical Drinker's doing nothing. And I don't watch his stuff. I think I watched one Arcane video. Maybe that was it. At least in Rippa's defense, he's trying. All the Critical Drinker does is review stuff. That's been done for ages.
Well, okay. Well, go back to Rippa then. Well, didn't he beat out Keanu Reeves for books sold or something like that, or how much money he made?
Yes. Yep.
Well, then he's winning. Well, then
Well,
then
on one book, he didn't sell as many copies. Berserker is a series.
Again, but it's
And so no, he did not.
uh-huh.
He sold more on this crowdfunding, which absolutely can't even be verified by a third party, but I do believe he is making money on it. I don't doubt the numbers. But to say that he's beating all of Boom Studios is really, really dumb. Because that's
Well, I didn't say
verifiably
he beat
false.
all of Boom Studios.
You said he beat Berserker.
Okay.
That's a series. It's not just one issue.
Yeah.
So you're wrong.
Well, okay.
You had your
If
chance.
you say so,
And
but
I'm sorry. Your everything you're saying is either fucking terrible, and horrible,
Terrible.
and you want to take away rights from people, or factually incorrect. So I'm going to, because I only
Can
have a
give
few
an
minutes.
abortion. Women can still have an abortion. So what rights?
I literally
away.
already told you. I've told you. It shouldn't be that hard. It should not take it shouldn't take this much repetition to get it through your skull. And somebody saying he's a Critical Drinker is an author. I don't know much about him. So that could very well be. I apologize if I was wrong on that. But regardless, you're done. You did a good job of having your one fan in here, Hail the Lord, who is fucking, I know it's a different person. You're one far right extremist, and Leo, who some reason hates me now, and I've always been super nice to him. So you're done. Goodbye. Is there anything you want to say?
Okay, I got one more. Disagreement is why? Well, what was the reason you banned me?
Because
I
you were
disagree.
saying
Me. Why did you ban me?
that because you were calling people in my live stream groomers. And my one rule, my biggest rule at my channel is I won't. Yes, you did.
That's a lie, Tristan. I didn't call anybody. I did not. Who?
You literally did in a stream with Liana, with Saggy, and with just some guy.
I didn't call anybody. I don't know who you're talking about. I didn't call anybody a groomer.
Yes, you did. That's why you got banned. I have one rule here, and that is to make the
Who?
people that I bring
Who
on my
did I call a
channel.
groomer? Who did I call a groomer?
It was either Liana or just some guy. I don't remember.
I didn't call either one of them groomers, Tristan.
The stream's still up. It's not that hard.
Well, okay. Well, then find it and prove it.
I have limited time. I'm not doing that for you. The reason why, you're more than welcome to go back through it. But not only that, you were being super disrespectful when it came to the Ezra Miller situation. You were warned so many times, so many different times I gave you a chance. And all I asked you to do was be respectful of others. That's it.
I was. You're lying about me calling some.
I'm not. You can ask the people that have been on my channel for some time. I'm not.
Okay. I'm telling you, I didn't. But you're calling me a liar.
And then not only that, you literally said that just some guy wants to teach kids about AIDS in my chat. You lied in my chat.
He does.
No, he does
That's not a lie. He does.
He wants to teach children. He wants to educate children. The way that you made it was so disrespectful. And I won't allow that on my channel. I won't allow people to feel unwelcome, because I want people to be able to feel like they can come back.
And I didn't do that, Tristan.
You literally did. And I'm pretty sure you even titled.
I did not call anybody.
You either titled one of your videos about it just some groomer or something about AIDS. And then you
did say that he.
And then you literally said that I was being serious when I compared guns to sex toys. You are disingenuous. You are cruel. And you want to be
cruel.
You want to take away rights, and it's just, I'm sorry. I think it's time for some introspection.
How am I cruel? I don't want to take the rights away from anybody.
Hello, Robert. I only have a few minutes left, so I'm going to bring on you and Niobe at the same time. I'm so sorry.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. Just, you heard the craziness.
Listen, first of all, thank you for having me on. I want to, just take a moment to introduce myself to those that don't know. I am LP. I write and create the comic book Niobe. I'm in the comic book sphere. I'm running Kickstarters. My book comes on the shelf next week. So I feel a little bit qualified to talk about RIPA and comic books and whatnot.
Fair enough. I think so too.
All right. And sorry, I did it was loud. Sorry.
I only had a few minutes left, so I brought you guys on at the same time.
Well,
sorry.
Robert, you're all boomerang out, bud. Sorry to tell you that.
Hold on.
I think it's a boomer night. It's a boomer night.
It's gotta be. Listen, first of all, let me tell you that I appreciate what you do for comic books. Okay, you have a very nice channel. You come on and you talk very highly of DC quite a bit. I know you're not so much of a Marvel girl, but you love your DC. And I think any encouragement of people to get out and read comic books is a good thing. There probably are things that we disagree on fundamentally, but that doesn't mean I don't appreciate what you do for this industry, right? In regards to Ripper, right? Rippa, the Rippaverse. What a feat. $2.3 million on his first crowdfund on his own site. I'm just kind of confused, Tristan, and maybe you can help me out here a little bit to where's the problem?
Huh?
Like, are you pro Rippa? Are you against Rippa? Like, what's the deal? That's what I want to know.
I'm apathetic to the situation.
So define that. Why?
Because I'm not a fan of his. I won't support somebody that is, I guess, that cruel of a person or inconsiderate. And honestly, a lot of what he said, like him defending people like Ryan Cannell, I won't support it. But that doesn't mean that I want harm to come to him or anything like
No,
that.
but do you think his comic book should exist? Do you think that that should be out there?
What? That's not my choice.
No, but I'm asking a question. I'm trying to find out where you fall on
I'm
the realm of
apathetic.
things.
I don't want his comic book taken down. I think it has absolutely every right to exist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, where's the controversy coming into play then?
I don't know.
I mean,
There is no
this whole
controversy.
discussion's been about Rippa, and he's a hater. He's this. He's that. Yeah, he's hated on
I don't
Marvel
like
and
him.
DC. I've hated on Marvel and DC. I actually don't like the content they put out. I haven't liked the content they put out since 2014. I used to be a big X-Men guy. I love the X-Men. Chris Claremont, Mark Silvestri, Jim Lee, John Bryan, you know, that whole era from the, basically from the early 80s, pretty much up until about the mid 2000s. And then for me, I sort of fell off mainstream comics, and I think, though, that everyone, including a rippaverse, whether you agree with them politically or socially or not, definitely and certainly has the right.
Oh yeah, there's no disagreement there.
Okay. Like my view is this, is that everyone has the right to put out their work and be on the shelf, right? But that has to include me. You know what I mean? I used to have like third wave feminists come at me all the time because our characters are a little bit sexy, right? So we were called misogynists. We were called sexist. I was called an MRA, which stands for men's right activist. And little did they know that we've actually had females who worked on the book that draw the character a lot more sexier than the guys were doing. You know what I mean?
Right. That's so silly. I think most female comic book readers really do enjoy a sexy woman. Like my favorite characters personally are I'm a bit sexist. I'm not gonna lie. I love the women. I love me some Catwoman, some Talia. I love Harley Quinn. So I have no issue with that whatsoever.
Gotham City Sirens, right? You like Harley.
Yes.
I like all them three too. In fact, I was a big avid Catwoman collector and a Supergirl collector. They were sort of like my DC jams, that and Batman, right? But I find that what we've got now is this huge social and political divide that's just really got everyone at each other's throats. But when you really look down at the nitty gritty of it all, it's just people who love comics. They love them differently. They love them for different reasons, right? But we've allowed this social divide to really just sort of turn at each other, where 10 years ago, this sort of stuff wasn't happening. And if it was happening, it was happening on a much lower level, But social media has made it so that any person can go out there and type their opinion to the world in 5 seconds or less and send it out to the masses. And I don't necessarily think that's a good thing, at least not for some people.
Yeah, because you become reactionary by nature, and that I put things out there plenty of times that I've walked back on just because YouTube plays this funny game. It sucks. You have to be the first person to the story. So what if you're wrong? What if you do think, you say something you regret? And it's held over your head for a very long time. And I try to be careful about it. But if you want any sort of gain in this algorithm, you have to be the first out. So it's hard.
You have Random Dude Draws. He says, come on, dude, if you let that third wave femme stuff get to you too close, you might want to grow a thicker skin. Here's the problem. I've actually been canceled, right? I've been canceled from local conventions. Anything within driving distance, I'm not allowed to attend to for life. Simply because I dare have a difference of opinion than someone else. And at that time, my opinion was Vic Mignogna deserves fair and equal treatment, and that we should see evidence before he's condemned to hell.
Right.
How dare I say
fair.
that? I became the villain at that point.
Now I see, and I don't think that's fair. That's not me. That'll never be me. I don't want to cancel anybody. I don't want to take money out of somebody's pocket. I, though, still feel like it's okay to criticize somebody who's criticized the industry for a very long time and then literally rips it off. That's
okay. So you brought up two good things. So let's talk about criticism. What is the difference between a criticism? Hold on now, Robert. What is the difference between criticism and an attack? Or is there a difference?
Oh, absolutely. I would say an attack is actually like saying name. Criticism is just giving your basic opinion on what somebody's doing. If I was attacking somebody, that would be either, I would say it would fall under the category of calling somebody names or going after their bottom dollar.
Okay, because some people may say if you criticize me too much, you are essentially putting me down in front of the public, right? And now you are influencing those people, those viewers, those readers to now have a difference of opinion on me, and thus may not become backers or cost me my bottom dollar.
Say that one more time.
Okay, so by criticizing someone, right?
Oh,
and I'm not saying that you
what
shouldn't do it, right? I'm just saying some people are going to have that impression that if you do it too much or it's too harsh, that it could be construed as an attack. Where
I can see that. Look at like your boy Zach. Every other video is about Vita Ayala. Like I could see that.
Right. And vice versa. I've seen a lot of people on the left just come hardcore at some people, conservative wise, for little to no reason at all. And like I said, at the beginning when I jumped on here, this, cultural and political divide has really gotten out of hand when we really just all need to take a step back and just chill for a second and just go, what are we fighting about really? Is it about comic books or is it about politics? You know what I mean? Because it can't really be about comics, right? Because comic books is just a form of entertainment generally made for children, which is, that's all changed, over the years. But initially,
here's the issue. He pretends that he doesn't want politics or says he doesn't want politics, says he doesn't want this, da-da-da-da. A lot of times those things have always been there. The messaging may be different. The delivery may be different. But it's always been there. There are things that are inherent to storytelling. And storytelling is what I mean. I love comics, but I love storytelling in general. And I think even a good message has always been there. And I don't agree always with a lot of the criticisms, and that's okay. That's pretty normal, right? But my issue is when you build your platform on hate and then use, I guess it's not a bad strategy. You build your platform on hate, you defend people that say racist things, you do that kind of thing, and then you monetize your viewers to this point. I don't agree with most of what he says. I think he's extremely, oddly enough, and this is gonna probably sound wrong, but I think he's extremely bigoted. I think he has some vendettas under there that he doesn't necessarily always tell about. And then he emboldens that. And that's where I have the issue.
So my experience with him, and I don't have much. I've never really seen him go too far, you know what I mean, with things that he said, but I haven't watched every single video he's done. But I've seen him talk here and there. He seems to be, to me, a guy who likes his comic books, but doesn't like certain things that are in comic books. You know what I mean? Whether that would be, people would say, quote unquote, forced diversity or tokenism or just, switching characters and changing canon, whatever the case may be. He's got his, what we would call criticisms, just like you would have your criticisms. Is that a fair assessment?
Right.
Okay, so far we're good. Robert, what's up?
Well, first I'm going to ask I want to ask you this question. What makes it more important? People supporting a book for the content and what is actually in the book, the actual work and final product, or someone supporting it for the cause, no other reason? You attack the book, you're attacking the cause. That's
my opinion. I got your question. My opinion on that is you should be buying the work for the work, if someone comes and buys my book, I hope they generally buy it because they like the look of the character. They like the, what the story is going to be about. They like what they see. I could care less what they think about me personally. They could hate my guts and I would still want them to buy the book, or they can love me and I still want them to buy the book. Hopefully after they read the book, I mean, like, listen, when I was collecting X-Men, I didn't go into researching Chris Claremont's politics. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I didn't care. Right. All I knew was he was writing badass X-Men books and that's what I wanted.
Yes, but at least from what I've noticed, looking at so many people responding, all that stuff with Rippa, I have the biggest feeling that almost 80% of the people backing it are in it for the cause. There are so many people saying
it's a lot of a lot of it is to own the libs.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty dumb.
And you've had some people say, "Oh, I bought a book to make a donation." You can make a donation without buying the book. Why are you saying you're buying
Well,
the
they
I'm
book?
sure
do.
people had.
And they do, because he gets thousands of dollars in super chats nightly.
Oh, I know.
Right.
But I'm
You know
saying,
what I
but then
mean?
they say specifically, "I'm getting the book to make a donation." When even on his own site, the Rippaverse site, it has an option just for a donation. You don't need to buy the book for it.
Now, I'll tell
It's
you
also an
personally.
issue. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, I'll tell you personally, the book doesn't really interest me much. You know,
Yeah, me
Right.
neither.
I think it looks kind of average. I think you're right, where people are supporting it more for the creator than the content. But that's okay. Maybe, hey, maybe they're a big Rippa fan. They get the book and they absolutely love it. And that brings them into comic books where maybe they never read a comic book before. Maybe he's
Right.
really good and we don't know. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and we don't know, but I'm just saying it's the emboldening of people who are now feeling like, oh, do this to own the libs, and they feel like be more assholes to people who aren't agreeing with Ripa's point of view. And I mean, just a few days ago, I did a simple tweet. I said plain and simple, I don't care for Ripa. I don't support him, but I say, hey, nothing to sneeze at. You had at that time over $1 million of the campaign. And then I went over my issues, which is you have people who are getting it just for the cause, not the product. So of course they're going to sing praise, or they're going to feel intimidated and keep their head down because they don't want to get dogpiled. Like, how dare you criticize the book, which isn't good because that's going to give them an echo chamber. And I gave that. And I had at least one person, a guy I used to follow for a long time, come at me and basically said, I'm giving a backhanded statement. I'm not, and he kept on goading me to give reasons to why I had issues with Ripa. I did. And he said, you didn't give me any reasons. No reasons. And it's that type of talking points where it's like, you do not care my point of view. You're not even caring about the book. You're caring about the cause. And that's been where I feel like that makes up a huge majority, I believe, of Ripa's people who are going to jump on you if you even remotely, if you don't put up, or you have the option of put up or shut up. That's all you've got with so many of these people. And I don't like that they're emboldened.
Well, that comes with internet fame, though, right? I mean, for example, Nerdette's Newsstand has a very popular channel. If she has a certain opinion, she shares that with her viewers. Some of those viewers are going to adopt that opinion, right? It's just sort of how social media works, and it's kind of scary in a way. And this goes back to the Vic Mignonia thing, where all it takes is one popular person with a following to make an allegation, and next thing you know, you've already been tried, juried, and executed.
True.
My allegation is that you should buy Niobe. Just saying.
Absolutely. No, listen, I mean, here's the thing. I don't hide away from tough subjects in my book. We had a guy said, Niobe did 3 things I don't ever like to see in comics. And I said, great, what's that? He said, you had drama. He said, you had politics, and you had religion. I said, you're damn right. I did all 3. I did a story called Birthright, which was about a mother giving birth to a superpowered being, and it was an abortion story. Yeah, very touchy subject right now. But when I wrote it, it wasn't so touchy, right? But the thing is that when you go ahead and read it, you should be able to read that and not have any clue to what my political leanings are. All you should be able to do is go, damn, that was an intense story. And it should make you think a little bit, just like if you read Batman or the X-Men back in the day, where it wasn't, yes, the books were kind of political in many senses, but they were done in such a way where it wasn't so one-sided. It wasn't so biased. It wasn't like you were getting a pamphlet in the mail. I wrote the story. Niobe defended pro-choice, and there was another character that defended pro-life. Okay, and they clashed. You know what I mean? And in the end, neither one of them won because they failed to do what they set out to do, which was protect the girl in the first place that was having this baby. So, their egos cost 2 people their lives because they couldn't get their shit together.
Sounds like some people need to read this. Just saying. Okay, I'll quit.
So that's Niobe Birthright. Then we did Origins. Now we're doing Outbreak, which is my take on the virus situation that we've been living through in 2 years. You know what I mean? I do not hide away from tough subjects, and I invite all sorts of reviews and criticisms. But again, you're going to read something of mine, and you're just going to go, oh, that was a killer story, and maybe you scratch your head and it makes you think a little bit. That's all.
Here's the thing, Niobe. You build your platform on a bit of integrity. You want to take the subject. You want to tell a story. His platform is built on attacking somebody else. like the last guy. He couldn't name one positive video. And he does this without even watching these things or having any real idea. If like Miss Marvel, I enjoyed a lot. And I know it's probably the cultural thing and how I grew up. That's fine. But I actually, instead of criticizing it, I actually went through and seen if something was due of criticism. There's a difference between building a platform on integrity and building a platform on hate. And when hate is your bottom dollar, unfortunately, you can brainwash people into believing whatever you want to because that fear is there. Fear is a very powerful tool.
Well, how is that different though than the Johnny Depp trial? Because you covered Johnny Depp to an endless amount. You know what I mean? And it was clear. Yeah. It was clear you were pro Johnny, and you didn't like Amber Heard. So could that then be construed or interpreted as you were doing an Amber hate channel for about 3 months?
How? I was giving the facts of a situation.
Oh, but facts are a matter of perception, right?
You can factually say somebody got hit or somebody didn't.
But unless if you were there, you're never really going to know.
That's fair. But I don't think I built a platform on hate. I built a platform on comics. My channel has always been about comics. The bottom of my very first video to my very last one has always been about comics. About if I criticize it, it's because I want better for it. I don't want to make people fear or hate something. I want to share in something I love and spread it with people that maybe feel similar, or maybe it's their very first comic. That's what my platform has been about. I covered Johnny Depp and Amber Heard because I thought it was a very
views, right? It elevated your channel to no doubt, right?
Right.
Okay,
that's undeniable.
So Eric does that by criticizing Marvel and DC to do the same thing that you were doing with the Johnny Depp trial, in my opinion.
I would say that's different only because there's different situations of all I'm doing is crapping on this without actually going through something where I actually go through court documents and recordings and put the time in and invest myself into believing what I say because I've been through it, because I've looked at it. And this is, oh my God, they introduced a gay character.
What we've learned, though, and the whole point of what I'm getting at is that drama sells, right? So there's lots of drama during the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and that's sold and it got people clicks. There's lots of drama in the culture war, whether it's comic books, TVs, movies, and people talk about it and it gets lots of clicks. It's really the only reason why they do it, The only
right,
real reason.
And drama does sell, but that's not ever been what I've always been about. The bottom of
I would
all
like
of
to
this,
see more
I've always
channels
loved
go
comics.
back to just talking about the comics in general, right? Without some sort of biased political agenda. Just you look at the work for what it is and judge it based on that.
Everybody has a bias.
Well, then this war never stops then, because we're now in an age where everyone again can share their opinion in 5 seconds or less to the world.
Right.
So it's a never-ending circle.
It is, but that is what I try to do, or I try to get people interested in something, or I try to praise something or be critical because I want better for it. I'm not critical for a click. I'm not. At the end of the day, I can feel like I have integrity in what I do. That's all that cares to me.
Watch a debate between you and Eric. Would you ever entertain such a notion?
I did debate him.
No, he didn't let me. Now that he's got his newfound success.
Yeah, absolutely. I have no problem. That's the thing. I've never had a problem having conversations with these people. That's why I do streams like this or community streams or invite people on that think differently than me, because I want to understand so I can at least empathize with it, at least understand from that perspective.
Yeah, someone's saying that I'm being extremely vanilla, that I'm comparing Tristan's channel to Ripper's. What I'm just saying is that people do drama streams or about things that are catching a lot of attention because that's what gets the views and clicks. Let's not fool ourselves. Let's not be stupid here.
Right,
Don't
but I
try and.
don't send hate for a little
Well,
bit.
Amber Heard fans might feel differently, but you know what I mean?
I don't send hate to normal people. I don't criticize people. Like, he's criticized somebody that's made a bad tweet. It's every single time something new comes out, you can guarantee it's going to be review bombed. I don't take people and literally send them a hate mob because they have a different opinion than me. He does that on a normal basis, sort of punching down.
Without knowing that situation, I'll take your word on that. I mean, I don't know about this, one single tweet thing. I mean, I don't pay that close of attention.
Right,
to it.
I understand.
But I pretty much said what I needed to say. I'm willing to entertain any rebuttals or questions, and then I'll duck on out of here.
I mean, I just don't think it's fair to compare covering a national trial as compared to sending hate to writers that are just trying to get to the next paycheck.
I think it's the reasons why you covered the national trial, though, right? It was to build up your channel.
I covered that trial before anybody did.
It was It was to gain, attention, clicks, and views, which is fine. I mean, you're building a business. YouTube's
that is
a business.
not why I started covering that trial.
I would disagree with that.
What?
You can disagree, but I started covering that trial because of the victim aspect. It got popular long after I had been covering it.
Everyone and their dog was covering that trial, and everyone is trying to pull
I've been covering it for almost
why.
4 years, not 4 months.
No,
I've been covering it since the very inception
but
of
the
this
reason
issue.
why I think you were covering it is because it was building your channel.
No, I didn't get views on it initially. No different than I would anything else.
But I mean, me and you can now bash heads over that for the next 15 minutes, and I'm never going to change my mind on that, right? So, but I mean, I still appreciate what you've done for comics. And I'm not even bashing you for building a channel, off of the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. Lots of people have done. Nick Rekieta certainly took full advantage of that.
Right, and they bandwagoned it. I covered it literally since the beginning. There's a difference. I covered it because I don't think something like that should be trivialized.
Well, Eric is going to say the same thing, in his defense, that he's not hating, he's just criticizing, and that he's, going to do this because he wants to have better comic books and tell better stories, right? He's going to have his defense on it too, right?
Right, but that doesn't give him an excuse to attack everyday people or people that are just working at barely entry into, Marvel or something that are making $30,000 a year. I'm sorry. It's not okay.
Well, we're not the law. We don't get to judge that.
Right, exactly. And that's where I stand. I don't think I'm any sort of authority. I don't think I have the right to tell anybody what to do. So, can it exist? Of course. I'm not against it.
We live in a lawful society for a reason. Unless if you're breaking the law, no one has any real business to
exactly.
I mean, that's why we have laws and courts and police officers and due process. You know what I mean? Because right now we sort of live in, it's almost like ancient Rome where mob mentality rules, and I really think that's dangerous.
Scary. Yes, absolutely. I can 100% agree to that.
Cool. Well, the next time we talk, I'm sure it's going to be about comic books, and it will be beautiful.
Awesome. Sounds great. Thank you so much, Niobe.
No worries. Have a good one.
You
Peace.
too. Bye. Oh, goodness. All right. I am going to wrap up. I didn't realize how long I had gone, guys. Oh, my goodness. Thank you all so much. Even the ones that are just here to hate me. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I will have tomorrow. I have a super great video with Bianca, but I also have in the afternoon an amazing comic book writer coming on Ask the Experts. and I'm super excited because he's an indie comic creator, very talented, and I think it's something special. I think you guys should check it out. So, yes, lots of fun stuff, and I will be live on Tuesday morning at 11.